What is the single most powerful signal you can send to a potential threat? Is it a loud alarm, a bright light, a sign that says you have a security system? Those are good, but they're just noise. They are reactive. They signal that something has already gone wrong. The most powerful signal is proactive. It's one of undeniable, unshakable readiness. It's the signal that says, I am not a target, I am a trap. And to learn how to send that signal, we don't look to modern gadgetry. We look back to the most professional, systematic killing machine the ancient world ever produced, the Roman legion. For nearly 1,000 years, these soldiers were the masters of projecting power, not just through combat, but through engineering, psychology, and an ironclad system of discipline. The Romans didn't just win because they were tough. They won because they were brilliant engineers of conflict, both on and off the battlefield. They understood that a battle is won or lost long before the first sword is drawn, and their ultimate defensive strategy, the one that allowed tiny contingents to hold off massive hordes, can be directly applied to how you set up your home today. This is the Roman no-retreat defense. Let's start with the core philosophy. The Roman legionary, when forced to defend a position, didn't think in terms of a last stand. A last stand is a desperate, chaotic affair. He thought in terms of a controlled engagement. Every action was pre-planned, every contingency considered. His goal was to break the enemy's will before they even made contact. How? By creating what modern military strategists would call a kill zone, but what we can more appropriately call a deterrence zone. It's a space where any potential aggressor feels exposed, watched, and at a severe disadvantage. The Roman marching camp, the castra, built every single night without fail, was a masterpiece of this. It had a clear perimeter, a ditch, a rampart, and watchtowers. Every element was standardized, from the width of the ditch to the height of the wall. From the outside, it looked organized, disciplined, and ready. It was a physical manifestation of the legion's internal order. It screamed, "Attack here and you will die." Your goal is to make your property scream the same silent message. The first and most crucial principle is what the Romans understood as defense in depth. A single wall is a challenge. It's a binary problem. Breach it or don't. A series of obstacles is a nightmare. It's a cascading series of problems that drains an attacker's energy, morale, and time. So let's build your modern triple-layer defense. Your first layer isn't your front door, it's the very edge of your property. This is your psychological and physical buffer zone. It's the line between the public world and your private domain. The Romans used a simple ditch and a berm. You use something even more effective: definition and visibility. This layer isn't about stopping a determined army, it's about filtering out the vast majority of low-level threats. A low, symbolic fence, even just 3 feet high, combined with well-trimmed shrubs and strategic lighting, creates a clear boundary. It communicates care, ownership, and attention to detail. An unkempt yard signals neglect and an easy opportunity. A manicured one signals vigilance. This does something profound psychologically. It forces anyone approaching to make a conscious decision to cross a line, to transition from a casual observer to a deliberate intruder. It's a small but significant mental hurdle. Most people looking for an easy score won't make that jump. It's too much commitment. This layer's job is to weed out the opportunists, the 90% of threats that are simply looking for the path of least resistance. Now, let's talk about your second layer, which is where the real Roman mindset kicks in. The Romans knew that if an enemy breached the outer wall, they couldn't just be in the camp. They had to be channeled, slowed down, and confused. Inside their forts, the streets were a grid, but the command structure was centralized. For you, this means the space between your property line and your house itself. This is where you create what I call friction. This isn't about building a moat, it's about using the environment to your advantage. Do you have thorny rose bushes under your windows? That's a natural, beautiful barbed wire that would make a Roman gardener proud. It's a deterrent that doesn't look like one. Is your driveway gravel? The sound of crunching gravel is a natural alarm system more reliable than any battery-powered sensor. It's an ancient technology that still works perfectly. Do you have motion sensor lights that activate not just at the back door, but at the corners of your garage and shed, eliminating shadows? This is modern-day light discipline, flooding your deterrence zone with illumination, exposing anyone who has entered it. Darkness is an intruder's best friend. Your job is to take it away from them. Each one of these elements adds time, uncertainty, and anxiety for an intruder. They are now on your turf, playing by your rules. This brings us to the third and final layer, the unbreachable core. For the Romans, this was the inner fortification, the final redoubt where the standards were kept. For you, this is your home itself. The Roman shield wall, the testudo, was famous because every soldier protected the man next to him, creating an interlocking shell of defense. Your house should be the same. This means solid core doors with deadbolts that extend at least an inch into the frame. It means windows with simple key-operated locks, not the flimsy latches that come standard. It means reinforcing the strike plate on your door frame with 3-inch screws that go into the wall stud, not just the flimsy door jamb. A Roman soldier's shield was useless if his arm was weak. Your strong door is useless if it's mounted in a weak frame. Consider security film for ground floor windows and glass doors. It won't make the glass unbreakable, but it will prevent it from shattering inward, turning a quick smash and grab into a noisy, prolonged, and frustrating struggle. This final layer isn't about being fancy. It's about being fundamentally sound. It's the last message you send. You have come this far through a gauntlet of your own anxiety, and now you face a final obstacle that will not yield. This is where most attacks, both ancient and modern, will break. But all of this physical preparation is useless without the final, most Roman element of all, the mindset. The legionary's greatest strength was his discipline and his belief in the system. He trusted his training, his equipment, and the man next to him. Your mindset must be the same. This isn't about living in fear huddled behind your fences. It is about living with the quiet, unwavering confidence of a professional. It's the confidence that comes from knowing you have a plan, that you have looked at your property with the critical eye of a Roman centurion and have designed it to deter, to delay, and to defend. When you have these layers in place, you walk differently. You carry yourself with an invisible armor. Potential threats, even on a subconscious level, will read that confidence. They may not know why, but they will recognize that your home is a system, a fortress, a bad bet. You will have achieved the ultimate Roman victory. You will have secured your peace without ever having to fight a battle.